Hi guys, welcome back. All right, let's get into this, shall we, Scorpio? So you guys are my last zodiac for the what's coming toward Scorpio. What do they not see coming in? And we have a 6 of Wands. This could be something very successful, or this could be a very arrogant person. Just because somebody is arrogant doesn't mean that they aren't amazing, though. Sometimes people have a right to be arrogant. They really are that fantastic, right? But this is somebody who seems to be quite arrogant, who's looking right at Scorpio, like, oh my, okay, this could be somebody who actually is quite famous. This could be somebody who catches, or rather, Scorpio catches their eye. They could be quite smitten. This could be just because they're being carried up here. This could be somebody who has a lot of fans. Like, let's say Scorpio goes to a concert or something, and the musician, the singer, like literally starts making googly eyes into the audience right at Scorpio. Like, doesn't matter if they're the lead singer of the band, they got a heart too, and they fall in love. There's lots of times that, people performing on stage have spotted somebody amazing. Um, there's, gosh, I can't think of the name of the band, but there's a story about the lead singer of the band wound up meeting his wife, um, fell in love with her like while he was on stage, and she flat out like did not believe that he could be serious. He really put in some work to win her over. I remember reading about the story. I can't even think of who it was now, but they see Scorpio as a freaking empress. Well, no wonder Scorpio would be like, wait, I'm sorry, what? This could be a boss figure. This could be somebody extremely accomplished. And sure, this could also be somebody that could have some arrogance. This could be somebody who, um, they are blown away and they're almost giddy. That still doesn't mean that it isn't sincere, though. They got great taste. They see Scorpio and they see an empress when they look at Scorpio. But I just think that this is going to be, maybe Scorpio's like, I don't know why they're seeing me like Cleopatra, the empress of all. Well, hey, everybody has their own certain taste, right? If they think Scorpio is the most attractive thing they've ever seen, Scorpio might be like, I'm literally wearing blue jeans, and maybe blue jeans are their thing. Maybe there's something about Scorpio. Now, in this case, we have got a very exotic, gorgeous beauty here. Um, Maybe somebody is Egyptian. Maybe this is, the Scorpio has like exotic features and it's just so alluring and so beautiful to this individual. Keep in mind, what's exotic to us is not necessarily exotic to others, right? I'm, uh, for example, we're all tall, blonde hair, blue eyes. So to me, what is gorgeous and alluring and so exotic is the dark side. I love dark eyes. I love dark hair. I love dark skin. I just think it's gorgeous. It's so opposite what I'm used to. So it's like the most alluring, most beautiful, simply because it's so different than what I'm accustomed to, right? So, and other people might be like, what do you mean there's nothing exotic about me? And I'm like, oh, no, it's so beautiful. So it all depends on taste, right? Um, and what you're used to. But I do think that exotic has to be a word to describe Scorpio from their point of view. And that's why I mention it that way, to say we all have our different point of view. Exotic food isn't exotic. If you're used to eating, uh, you know, Swedish culinary food, then it's not exotic to you if you're Swedish, right? Um, we've got the Nine of Swords. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm trying really hard not to cough. I've been I've been floating along pretty good this week, but the asthma is threatening to really go haywire on me. So forgive me for my wonky upload schedule all week. Also, that's mainly why it was like that this week. With a Nine of Swords, though, there's a worry, there's a concern. Again, this is like, what does Scorpio not see coming? They may not realize that this either really worries them, that this person is so gaga over them, seemingly out of the blue. We have the Hermit with the Two of Swords. It's because Scorpio was not trying to call this in. Scorpio might have been very self-focused. They could have been out there in nature, taking a walk, sitting there, like doing some kind of inner healing, in deep contemplation. And all of a sudden, this seems to be a romantic offer or a person with romantic intentions coming out of the blue, coming out of the woodwork, coming out of nowhere, saying that they're interested in Scorpio. Well, that's not at all what we have Scorpio planning on. This is not what they signed up for. This is not what they were trying to attract. So for them, it could be like, I'm sorry, what? I didn't do anything to ask you to give me attention. No, but Scorpio didn't do anything to ask for the attention. But I can see why this would kind of stress Scorpio out, because they're like, okay, this is really nice. Someone's going to be suddenly giving Scorpio a ton of attention for all the right reason. Scorpio is going to have to think long and hard whether or not they want to say yes, because it just wasn't on their, it wasn't on the menu. They weren't on the menu is what this says. Actually, hang on. Let's change decks. Universe, do you have a message for Scorpio? We've got the 8 of Cups. We have the 10 of Cups. We have the 7 of Wands. You know, this is really cute because the universe says, sometimes our quiet journey, sometimes our path toward inner healing, sometimes our hermit's journey, sometimes our energy of communing with nature and trying to really look inside of ourselves is the exact right path, because listening to what we need to do brings us to a beautiful partnership. What if that is what's on the other side of this hermit's journey, and this 8 of Cups, this personal, exploration journey is actually exactly what Scorpio needed to do in order to end up right here in front of this particular person. What if these steps that they took, where they were very self-focused, happened to take them right down a road that made them pass in front of this individual who is crazy about them, and that happens to be their 10 of Cups? Would that be so bad, or would that be a divine, unexpected map of their life that they just didn't know that that's what the universe was doing for them, was laying out the path for them? It's really sweet because it says, they don't have to say yes, of course not, but what if exactly what Scorpio has been doing, their inner work has brought them in front of this person? So do they need to say, no, I can't pay you any attention because I'm doing my inner work right now? And the universe is countering with, but what if your inner work is taking you down the path that puts you directly in front of them? Then in fact, they are a piece of this, this path that you're on. So do you block it, or do you accept maybe the divine gift? That's actually really sweet. It's a different way to think about it. Is there anything else here for Scorpio? Anything else that Scorpio may not see coming toward them? We've got the Magician and we've got the 9 of Pentacles. Magician upright talks very much about, the as above, so below. It talks about manifesting. It talks about creating with our head and our heart, which does a better job of manifesting. It's probably either or, maybe it's both, but it really brings around this lovely energy with that 9 of Coins of who cares how we manifest it, as long as it turns out to be what we would really want for our greatest and highest good. What makes our character's life have more abundance to it. If our character manifests, like a partner from our heart space, or if our character manifests a spiritual journey, either or, as long as they both yield these beautiful results, where Scorpio ends up with greater abundance, then job well done, And who cares in what order we do things? Maybe Scorpio's still going to be on a spiritual journey, but they happen to have met, a partner of a lifetime. So it just kind of suggests that what Scorpio is doing in their lives right now is a combo. They are actively manifesting beautiful things into their life, whether or not they've realized it. They may be becoming more aware of that. I said, what's coming in that Scorpio doesn't see. And they may be about to become aware that they have been manifesting something incredible for quite some time now. Is there anything else here for Scorpio? We have got the Devil in the reverse. We've got the Teacher upright, which would be the Hierophant in any other deck. And we have the Two of Swords. Um, I have to say, this is like Scorpio is what they don't realize is coming toward them is this wonderful sense of protection. By the way, Scorpio, if they have like written a memoir or something, or if they are a teacher or want to become a teacher, that pathway may be open to them in a way that they didn't previously. Like if they had a writer's block, that might be lifted. There's really nothing stopping them unless they don't get started doing it. If Scorpio wanted to become a teacher or something, there's nothing stopping them unless they don't, get busy doing it. They have everything that they would need to, so it would only be them not yet realizing that they can do this. I think the Scorpio is going to have some awesome opportunities unveil themselves, opportunities that are very specific, very much earmarked just for Scorpio. This could be a chance, like I said, because this is Thoth on this card, or Thoth, the god from the Egyptian pantheon of gods that gave mankind, writing and arithmetic and, just all kinds of knowledge. And so it comes across to me like if our character, if our Scorpio hasn't realized it yet, they may possess tremendous knowledge. This is because it's also the Hierophant, so it's Taurus energy, so it's connecting to one's higher self. It's also strong belief systems, and it could be a card of marriage. We see a recurring theme in all of this where long-term partnership, 10 of Cups, marriage, because they see Scorpio as an empress, which is usually the person that we marry, but also a spiritual journey. I almost feel like all this is kind of interwoven for Scorpio, but they might need to be able to see how those things actually fit together. A spiritual journey with, literally a partnership that could lead to, a divine union like marriage. But this is all kind of pieces of the puzzle that fit together, but it also gives Scorpio some energy of like an opportunity to write their memoirs and the things that they're learning. It's just that they're learning right now on the fly. It kind of, to me, says maybe Scorpio should be journaling, because Thoth is, associated with the Emerald Tablets also. So maybe it's a good time to write down like a list of truths or things I'm learning that are true for me. That could be the starting point of like a memoir or a book for Scorpio. Anyway, very interesting message on that one. You guys, thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Forgive me. I'm going to bounce on out of here. Take care. I really appreciate you. Bye.